I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a cart bag guy, but this bag, it makes me want to be a cart bag guy because every time I use it, I just enjoy it so much. Today, we're talking about the brand new Vessel Luxe Pro Cart 2 and Luxe Pro Cart 2 Pro. These are the brand new luxury cart bags from Vessel, and spoiler alert, they're pretty great. So if you're in the market for a new high-end luxury cart bag, keep watching. Today's video is for you. So a couple years ago, I first reviewed what is now called the Vessel Luxe Cart. It used to be the Luxe XV. They changed the name halfway through. It was still the same bag. It was a little confusing, but bottom line is, at the time, I said, this is the bag that makes me wish I were a cart bag guy because it's great. And so now with the new iterations of that particular bag, well, I still feel the same way. I wish I used and had a need for a cart bag more because I have really enjoyed these bags. Yes, I said bags. There's now not one, but two cart bags from Vessel, and while they're on the surface pretty similar, they're actually quite a bit different. So those two bags are the Vessel Luxe Cart 2 and the Vessel Luxe Cart 2 Pro. So a lot of this video is going to be dedicated to the differences between those bags to help you figure out which one is right for you. The Luxe Cart 2 costs $469. The Luxe Cart 2 Pro costs $519. So it's a $50 premium on what is already a premium priced golf bag. But if you're in the market for either of these bags, and the price probably isn't that much of a determining factor, but just because one is more expensive does not mean it's better for you. So let's jump into the differences between these two bags and my experience with them so we can figure out which one is right for you, or if neither of them are. All right, so first impressions out of the box, I put these two bags side by side and was like, what are the differences? On the surface, they look really similar. But once you start kind of going through them and making comparisons, you start to realize, oh, there are actually quite a few differences between the Pro model and the regular model. So first off, these are available in 4 different colors. There's a black, a gray, a blue, and a white. Also, both of these bags are available with both the 7-way and the 15-way top, which I really like. I like the fact that you can get either of those tops on either bag. As you will see later, I have a strong preference towards one of those, and I'll talk about why those are in just a minute. So with both these bags, there's honestly more similarities than there are differences. One thing that I love is that they both use the velour lining on the strap and the club dividers. It's this velvety-like texture that just feels super high-end and luxurious. I was kind of bummed a few years ago with the Player 4 series where they took away that velvet-like lining on the regular Player 4 and you had to upgrade to the Player 4 Pro. That was pretty disappointing. Fortunately, they changed that. Now all of the Player 5 models do have that, and that's the same here. Both of these models, whether you get the Pro or the regular one, will have that velour lining. Size-wise, they feel very different, despite the Pro being a pound heavier. But honestly, it's a cart bag, so I don't think weight is going to be a huge factor for most people. They both use the same high-end synthetic leather that feels super nice. It feels super luxurious. It's got a nice pebble texture that I really like, and I think from a looks perspective, both of these bags look fantastic. Now, where I got caught off guard is I'm looking at the spec sheet, and it said the regular model has 21 pockets, which already, 21 pockets, that's a lot of pockets. But then you get to the Pro model, which it says has 30 pockets. I don't know who needs 30 pockets. That's a lot of pockets. What do you need to take on a golf course that you need 30 pockets? But it's an option for you if you want. But actually, there is a reason that I do prefer the Pro model with all of those pockets, and it's not necessarily just about space. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But when you start looking at these bags side by side and you start to compare them, you start to see where even though on the surface, at first glance, they're the same bag, there are these subtle differences that do make a difference. So the first thing to note is on the regular bag, there are 2 magnetic pockets across the bag. With the Pro, you get 4 magnetic pockets. So the 2 additional magnetic pockets are actually 2 valuable pockets. You're gonna see them right above the garment pouch on both sides of the bag. They've got a little pull tab, so you just flick it open, magnetic. I actually really like that pouch. I'm not saying you need to spend an extra 50 bucks just to have it, but I do like that addition. And yes, I did just mention Garmin pouches. So with the Pro, you're actually going to have a giant garment pocket on each side of the bag. With the regular one, you only get that big pocket on one side of the bag. Do most people need that? No, probably not. Do you always need to have all of your rain gear, 2 pairs of shoes, and a backup for your backup rangefinder in your bag? Again, no, probably not. But is it nice to have if you want just a little bit of extra space? Sure, it absolutely is. The other major difference you'll notice is right at the top in the center of the bag. On the regular cart bag, you have a magnetic pouch. So you pull it open, nice little storage right there up front. But on the Pro, you'll notice there's a zipper around it. You open that up and there's an additional storage space right there. Again, do we need that much storage? Probably not, but it's well designed, it's kind of nice and hidden, and it's kind of a cool feature. Both of these bags also get kind of a cool new feature, which is a small hidden pocket for an AirTag. So if you want to make sure that you never lose your bag, or if it gets stolen, you can track it, they have that compartment for you. And with all the travel horror stories I've heard these days of airlines losing baggage and not knowing where it is, to at least have a sense of where your clubs are, so when you're trying to find them, you can, point them in the right direction. Whether they listen or not, who knows? But doing that is just a nice added bit of security, and I like the way this was designed. Both of these bags also have additional plastic top handles along the side. I think this was introduced with the Player 5 Pro, might have been the Player 4 Pro, but personally, I really like this. Even being a cart bag, I've just found it makes it really easy to just pick up on the top if you're trying to move it off the range or put it onto the cart. Super handy, and I like that design feature. Being luxury bags, as you might expect, they also come with a cart strap sleeve so that you make sure when you're strapping your cart to the cart that it doesn't get damaged from that strap. So if you're concerned about that, don't worry, Vessel's got you covered. Along with that, both of these bags come with a very robust rain hood. I personally kind of like the lighter ones that they have been putting out with the Luxe Stand and the Pro models, those nylon, super lightweight. But I guess if you've got a cart bag and you've got all of this storage, again, weight is probably not your most important consideration. And these synthetic leather rain hoods that perfectly match the bags, they do feel nice, they do feel high end, and it's a cool addition, even if it does add a little bit of weight. Hey, two quick things. One, if you click any of the links below, I may get a commission on that. Totally understand if you think that makes me biased, but my whole goal here is just to help you find the right products for your needs. So you can go do your own research, but if this video was helpful and you do decide to buy one of these bags, clicking that link allows me to make more videos like this for you. Second, if you're still not sure which bag is right for you, go take my 30-second quiz. You're going to answer a few questions around what you're looking for, and I will give you my best recommendation on the bag that is the best fit for your needs. I will link to that below. You can do that while you're watching this video. And with that, let's get back to it. So overall, there's honestly just not a lot to complain about with these bags. That's one of the things I like about Vessel, is they don't seem like they're trying to reinvent the wheel every time. This, compared to the old cart model, everything just feels a little bit nicer. Fit and finish seems a little bit better. If you look at some of the photos, some of the stitching, some of the lines just look a little bit cleaner. And the layout is also very similar to the Player 5 Pro. It's also similar to the Luxe Stand. So honestly, I think the general layout of Vessel bags is excellent. The rangefinder pouch, usually in the same spot. The water bottle holders, same spot. Garment pouch, it's all very similar. But with each bigger bag, it just kind of gets amplified with a little bit more space and a few more features. So I love the fact that they didn't try and reinvent the wheel, they just iterated on what's already working really well. If it was me personally and I was going out to buy one of these, I would get the Luxe Pro model with the 7-way top. So recently I was using a bag with their 14 or 15-way top, and I am just not organized enough to have something that organized. Like, I will just put clubs back in any which way, wherever it's convenient, and it doesn't work for me personally. I like just having a little bit more space. I like not having to have my clubs that OCD and organized, and that's also why I don't personally use Vessel's Club Organizer, which is a pretty cool system if you are OCD like that and you want all of your clubs to be exactly in the perfect place every single time. And the reason I would go with the Pro is not necessarily because I need or want all of that space. Honestly, the thing that I found myself liking was the fact that in most cases, the additions to the Pro model were just kind of doubling up what was already there on the regular model. So you have garment pouches on both sides. You have valuables pouches on both sides. I like the fact that regardless of whether or not I was driving or if I was riding in a cart, I could use whichever bag was most convenient, and having those on each side of the bag just kind of added to that convenience. Am I going to use every single one of those pockets every single round? Absolutely not. But is it nice to have that versatility should I want it? Yeah, it really is. Now, is that extra storage and that extra versatility worth an extra $50? I mean, that's up to you. Like, if you're someone who likes to throw everything in your golf bag, then yeah, that extra storage might be nice. Do you need all of that extra stuff? No. Is the regular model still a really good golf bag? Absolutely. If the Pro model didn't exist, I would still probably say that the Luxe Cart 2 is the best luxury cart bag out there. But since the Pro does exist, and it does add a few more features, then you could probably say that that is the best one. Do you need it? No, probably not. You can save some money and you are still going to have an excellent experience with the regular bag, but if you're already spending $469 and that doesn't bother you, then the chances are spending $519 isn't necessarily going to bother you either. If for some reason these bags don't do it for you and you are in the market for a cart bag, there are two that I would consider. One is the Sun Mountain Match Play. I've been really impressed with the stand version of the Sun Mountain Match Play. I haven't personally tested the cart version, but it looks excellent, and if it's anything similar to the stand version, then it is definitely a good high-end luxury bag. If you're looking to save a little bit of money, then I would check out the Sunday Golf Big Rig. With that bag, you get plenty of storage, you get some cool features, your buddies probably aren't going to have it out on the course, which is always kind of nice, and you're going to save at least a couple $100s compared to the Vessel models. Yes, definitely not quite in that luxury category. The fit and finish is not there compared to the Vessels, but if you're looking for a super functional, well-designed cart bag, the Sunday is definitely one to consider. Oh, and I almost forgot. One other cart bag you might consider is right now Vessel is still selling their original Luxe cart bag. So this isn't the pro version of this bag, it's the regular one, but you can pick it up for $319. So that is significantly less than the new ones. Everything is like 85% of the same. You're still getting the good Vessel looks, you're getting the high quality design, and you're getting the high-end materials. You're just not necessarily getting the latest and the greatest that's coming out from the brand. But for $319, that is a very good price on a very good product. So I don't know how long that's going to be available, but if the latest models are a little out of the budget and you still like what Vessel has to offer, that is definitely the bag I would look at. So all that to say, should you buy one of these bags? I mean, if you're looking for a high-end luxury cart bag, then yes, by all means, I think you are going to be very happy with this bag. Do you need to spend $500 on a cart bag to get a decent bag? No. There's some of the other ones I just mentioned, and there are plenty of other bags from other brands that are hundreds of dollars less that will still serve you very well. But if you want the best of the best looking, the best finishes, the best design, then I really do think that these Vessel cart bags are as good as it gets. Alas, you're probably not going to see me out on the course with one because I just generally don't use a cart bag, but every time I take out one of these bags or take out their older version of it, I kind of wish that I was a cart bag guy because they're pretty great. So with that, my name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking 80, where we talk about cool golf products and cool golf courses. If you're into that sort of thing, then maybe subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Go drop a comment if you have any questions about any of these bags that I mentioned. And with that, I hope you have an excellent day, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.